Morning thoughts.
It's a long and I can't erase. So hell to all we feel it. God said we pray. Them think we don't know we just a warm up. Yeah, nothing I mind us. So me tell you so long, tell mama be strong. Just have faith in God, me no know about man. Long time them a try bring me down, and not just now, from a very young. Chat me every day with them funny tongue. Them a watch me on the telly now. Yeah, giving up now. We put up a fight. We got to be ready. Cause stop getting treated. God said, don't you worry. I'm in a hurry, Lord. We got to be ready. Cause stop getting up my life, ordinary person just like you. If you take a look inside, see the great things that people do.
The internet is buffering so bad. I don't want to get into a topic and then it just buffer because that's what's happening. If I play music and don't say anything, when you see the internet work fine. As soon as I start to talk, it just starts buffering. Explain that to me. I don't know. But signal better now. People are saying much better. All right, we are the roping. We're coming in. All right, that is not to say that it won't continue to buffer people. Mr. Shout out to the people I'm coming in, people going out to work this morning, coming in from work this morning. Manners and respect to each and every one of you. This is our third try at Alive. Let's hope it stays good for us. We're going to talk about a bag of things this morning on multiple topics. Okay? I hope the lighting is good. I hope you can see me. I hope you can see me. For those of you who don't know what see me mean, it means see me. Same thing. All right, big up on yourself. I don't know, some love me patwa. Anyhow, the topics on the table this morning. Shout out to the people who log off, come back on, log off, reach again, log off, reach again. I love you, you see. I love you, man. Big up on yourself. All right, nothing but positive vibration and upliftment. Them things that we are dealing with, especially in the early morning. It's very, very, very important to start your day off uplifting with a positive vibration. Because if you start the day off with some foolishness, it will set the tone for the rest of your day. You heard me? All right. So yeah, so we did this morning. Couple of topics on the table. One, we're going to talk about this article that says, "Oh God, what have I done to deserve this?" is what one parent put out in the paper as their child goes missing. And she's looking for the child. But I'm going to talk about that deeply. All right. The next one is there's a video going around with a little youth smoking ganja and drinking rum on video. I'm sure you've seen the video by now, and I'm sure you know by now that my channel is partnered with YouTube and Google, so I can't just post any and any video. Definitely cannot post a minor. A child is a baby, you know. Definitely cannot post a child smoking ganja and drinking rum. They would all but take down my channel. But that, we are going to talk about that as well. Ban Yang Yang. Yang Yang is a bike. It's a motorbike. It's the skinny motorbike. They look like the 80s motorbike. Them. I remember Professor Nuts used to come see the family with one of those, and from back in the day. So Yang Yang is a bike. They have a call in Jamaica and a petition is going around to ban these bikes from Jamaica, get them out of the country. We're going to talk about that. Breonna Taylor, say her name. We're going to talk about that. Okay? Breonna Taylor, we're going to talk about the verdict that came down from grand jury. We're also going to talk about something that LeBron James said concerning Breonna Taylor and as it applies for me to black women in general. So let's start out with the LeBron James statement. Come on in, come on in. LeBron James said that the most disrespected person on earth. Now, listen to me first. Do not jump and start agreeing and disagreeing. Listen. LeBron James said that the most disrespected person on earth is the black woman. I promise you, I will do my best to change this as much as I can. And even more, he said. Love to you, queens, all over this country and beyond. We'll start out with his statement. All right. Many topics on the table this morning. Today I drink some elderberry. Many topics on the table this morning. So the most disrespected person on earth is the black woman. I promise you that I will do my best to change this as much as I can and even more. Love to you, queens, all over this country and beyond. You know, this hit me as a emotional thing. Remember we said yesterday when we talked about getting overly emotional on social media and then typing your truest feelings, and sometimes you just type some things where you could have just kept it. Anyhow, there are a lot of sisters that will agree if you say this, but I see the division thing going on here, and I don't like it. Okay, watch this. The most disrespected person on earth is the black woman. Why the effort to separate the black woman's struggle from the black man's struggle? Why? So we have people from outside that does things to us, and when they do things to us, and I understand the context in which it's put, because we're talking about this came fresh off of the verdict that just said that none of the officers involved were in any wrongdoing. For those of you who don't know the whole story, because I saw Joe Biden yesterday was asked by the news press, you know, the media surrounded him. I don't remember where he was coming from, and the verdict had just came down, and they asked him, and he's running for president, and they asked him, so what are your thoughts on this whole Breonna Taylor situation? And he said, I don't know about the case. I don't know about the situation. A well-publicized case like this, him not know nothing about it. The man said, I don't know enough to comment. I don't know anything about it. My heart goes out to her mother. She don't have a father. She don't have a family. Your heart goes out to her mother. The cliche thing to say. Now, LeBron says, and this is where this is coming from. So they kicked this girl's door off, right? This is how the story went. They kicked her door off. SWAT team, kick off our door. This could happen to any one of us. I don't know if you can even put your mind there to imagine. I don't know if you can even put your mind there to imagine. You come home from work, because she did. She worked a long day. She came home from work. She gets something to eat. She took her shower. She has her man in her house. I don't know if them do the do or whatever, but them in a bed now. It's time to relax, retire, call it an evening, lay down next to the one you love, and go to get some rest. It's all she was doing. It's all she was doing. We've heard these stories too far, but for those of you who don't know the story, I'm filling you in, and I'm going to tie it into what LeBron said and then the bigger picture. So she's in her house. She hear ramblings at her door, and before she know it, boom, door fly off, man in her house with gun, and she pick up gunshot. It turns out they had no right to be there. It turns out they had no right to be there, period. So nobody is punished. None of the officers are said to be guilty. Matter of fact, I think Breonna Taylor's neighbor's wall got more respect and more justice than she did, because I think one of the officers have been indicted on because he shot through the siding into the neighbor's house. So in other words, then, if he had kept his gun trained on the target and not shot through the neighbor's house, even he would not have gotten indicted. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? So everybody is good. Nobody is indicted. Everybody walks away. A young lady is dead. They paid her family 12 million US dollars. And I know enough of our people are like licky licky and can be bought. So it's a payoff. They see it as, well, at least the family is rich now. Well, at least maybe that was God's way. Many people say all kind of madness. Maybe that was God's way of getting her family out of poverty. Blows my mind. Blows my mind. They took the money, so they might as well shut their mouth and go about their business. Blows my mind. You see me? Now, LeBron James said right away, the most disrespected person on earth is the black woman. And I'm breaking his statement down because I don't side with that. I don't get that. In that emotional statement, I see an attempt to divide even further. So now you're going to have black man and black woman arguing with each other about who is the most disrespected. Yeah? Are you in agreement with him by saying that the most disrespected person on earth is the black woman? Really? Y'all remember those buck breaking farms they had in Jamaica? I don't know if you know your history, but you remember those buck breaking farms they had in Jamaica? Somebody says it's freezing again. The video is freezing again. I can't do nothing about it, fam. I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to have a live, and we have to work with the freezing because it was freezing way worse earlier. All right? Y'all remember the buck breaking farms they had? I don't know if you can put your mind in a place where a man is held down, tied to 4 pegs, spread split eagle, what we call it in the military, spread split eagle, and another man ride him in front of his family, in front of his wife and his children. Disrespect. We don't have room to divide right now. We should not be looking at each other right now talking about you are more disrespected than I am. Morning, babe. Our wifey is in the building. She says she don't see any freezing. All right. Minimal freezing we can deal with. It was acting up earlier really bad. I had to start over the live 3 times. This is our 3rd attempt. Okay, so come on in and enjoy the reasoning and contribute in the comment section, please. This is no time for us to be talking about we are more disrespected than you, and what are we going to accomplish from that, from arguing with each other about if me more disrespected than you. The two are we are the most disrespected beings on the face of the earth. Left it that's all. The attempt to cut the black man out of everything is crazy. It's crazy. He's not there. He's not there when you're struggling. He's not there he's not there ever for anything. It's weird. It's weird. And to see him say that the most disrespected person on earth is the black woman, let me go a little bit further like this. Black women are doing a fine job of making themselves be disrespected. And this does not go for every black woman. Of course, I must clarify because, of course, again, some people tend to be pretty simple-minded and they take everything you say in a generalized context and say, yeah, talk about everybody. Next thing you gonna see video put up about South Flow TV don't like black woman. This is what he said, and them cut out that little part of your video, and the world starts believing that is what you said. That's not what I'm saying. I am not talking to the educated or the how should I say it? I'm not talking to those with respect for self when I say black woman, but we have an abundance. If I switch on my phone right now and go to Instagram, I can show you body jaw clapping. Some of them, the pum pum not even covered properly in what they have on. So their whole backside, whole outer door, and they're there in abundance. Okay, nobody is forcing them to do it. Then do it for the likes. You hear me? So until we can fix our thing from the inside, then we can't expect anybody to do anything from the outside for us. You see what I'm saying? Black woman is the only woman that I know. A lot of the times I just want to say to them, stop acting like you're always horny. Because that's how a lot of them act. They act like they're always horny. You know them say man think with them wood or their small head. I know a lot of black women. I see a lot of black women. She think with her pum pum. You understand? It's going to get away this morning, people. It's going to get away. I'm not cuss no BBC, although I have a t-shirt over here. So I say, I should hold this up every time I want to say the word. I say, see it there? Anyhow, stop acting like you're horny all the time. Every video me see, every picture me see, you act like you're horny. I understand that your sexuality and your woman power is all wrapped up in this, and me like it, me love it. But when you start to sell yourself and then blame people for buying you, you hear what I just said? When you start to sell yourself and then blame people for buying you, me can't blame the people that are buying. I'm blaming the person that's selling for selling. You see it? So if you look on the thing kind of different, people. She's the only woman that I know that's always horny, always act like she horny. She dance like she horny, even when the song does not require you to dance like you're horny. Them dance what go on like you wind up on a wood just because the song is talking about we ain't giving up, no, we put up a fight, and them a twerk. Like, where does that come in? Stop going like you're horny all the time. And another thing is, stop validating your men by their penis size. It's a lot. This is something, right? And we can talk about start choosing better partners as well, because there's good and there's bad out there. But for some reason, it seems like the Dr. Junker them always get the pick of the litter, right? And then after them mashing up now, no one go look for good man. And then you're debating on social media, lad girl, him have everything, you know, but me just can't work with that something. Them say something like, but like so, you know, me like my thing. Them like, you know what I say. And then there are requirements that come with it. It have to lean over, it have to bend with a hook in it, and it have to. You're thinking with your vajayjay. You're not thinking with your brain. So don't blame nobody. One time them say you are for sale and they're buying. But on the bigger note, it's not about black woman. It's about black people. It's about black people. Black man, woman, and child. You heard me? True story, not lie. Right now, me know a lady in our, this woman is in her pushing up 40. And she's accomplished. She has pretty much everything. She don't have no children, and she don't have, listen to this, she don't have no children, but she has everything else. Through a serious conversation with her, I got to learn that the body have to be right. And I'm looking at her and I'm thinking, you reach 40, my girl, and you still talk about the body have to be right. You don't even have a family. You don't even have somebody to come look for you when you get older. You don't even have a child to say, Mommy, I love you. 40 years upon God green earth. You know what I say? Be fruitful, multiply, and replenish the earth is what the Most High said unto I, and that is what I do. So I'm speaking personally. When I see somebody I hit 40 and I talk about them, I've met good men, you know, accomplished men, nice guys too. But Lord, when we reach that, so like me can't work with it here. My thing I feel. And so they look a bicycle youth now, cause all him do all day now. I ride theme bicycle all over the place. Drive your car when him get the opportunity. drive your car when him get the opportunity to go check him other girl them. And that is who she prefer fling out the fruits and vegetables give. Somebody said fruitful and multiply. Yeah. That is who she gonna fling out the fruits and vegetables give. Because he has all the time in the world. Good man no have no time for me because him have to work too hard. The man I work at a future. The man don't want to be old standing at Walmart's door talking about, hello, welcome to Walmart. Hello, welcome. Oh, my back. Damn, I need a break. Somebody come give me a break. In I'm 60s. Not saying that it's bad for anybody that's out there that's doing it. It's an honest living. But let's be honest. Is that where you want to see yourself with no choice? If you're retired and that's what you want to go do, go take on a job because it gets you out into the public, associating with people more and these kind of things. Give you some kind of a social life and some validity. You can still earn and interact with humans. Some people do that. They're retired and they're set. And they actually still go take up a job just to be out in public sector. Because retirement and aging brings loneliness. That's how life goes, right? Your children are grown. They're off, concerned about their own lives. Them don't have time for inner you every day. So you start to get lonely. Your friends, them as you get older, them start to take on their own life. They're getting sick. They're getting older. They have more responsibilities. And as they age, they pass away till you're left here alone. If you're one of those. So the man praying future. He's thinking about what it's going to be for us 20, 30 years from now. You that I think about now and now only. If it's something that turn up tiff like brick wall, if him can't sink it in me and make me refill it up so in my chest. If it not bend till it goes so and long so and you pass up good men that are, they speak to you with respect, they treat you like a queen, they make better choices and stop talk foolishness. I've done videos before. My truth is harsh sometimes, but understand that it comes with love. You understand? Make better choices. Give us something to respect. There are different types of women out there. And women will tell you who her. Man will tell you, don't approach her a certain kind of way. She's not into the foolishness. That's just her demeanor that gives that off. You understand? She don't walk around like her something was supposed to be down there, so it's up on her forehead and help wanted sign printed next to it. She don't walk around like that. She walk around and command with a commanding presence. And you respect her when you see her. And then there's different types. And then you have those who, you know, them heighty, flighty. Start respecting yourselves more. That's where it starts. And to the bigger picture, for our whole community, us start respecting us more is where it starts. If we disrespect ourselves and then disrespect our women so much, how do we think others on the outside are going to respect us? People watch us beat each other, tear each other down. It's like a video I saw 2 days ago on social media where a brother come out the store. He didn't do anything to anybody. He came out the store and off of a dare, some guy just randomly dared another brother to give him a flying punch or a running punch or something like that. And the man does pick a random brother that's not bothering you or anything and run past him and nearly broke the man's jaw. For what? Ran past him, punch him, bow! He fell so hard he hit the side of his face on the shutter the metal shutter that's on the damn store. I don't see white people doing that shit to themselves. Pardon my language. I don't see white people doing that to each other. Just randomly just run out and just a man slap him face on the metal thing. And then he got up and he was trying to get away, and you could tell, you know, his wit wasn't about him. You embarrass your brother like that. You degrade your brother like that. You abuse your brother like that. Brother to brother, right? He ain't my brother. We don't come from the same mother. We don't come from the same father. And then you expect others to treat us better? The most disrespected person on earth is the black woman, says LeBron James, and he promises that he will do his best to change this as much as he can, and then some more. Well, LeBron, you can only do as much as you can. There is no more some more after as much as you can. That's like saying at the end of infinity. There is no end to infinity. You understand? But I understand he's emotional. So when you're emotional, you know when you're emotional, you want to cuss bad word and you end up saying something like basket, ganja, donkey, and then the bad word them come out after. This is like one of those posts that rants. But to the black women them out there, you're all over the place, man, and we see it. Ain't nobody forcing you to do all the stuff that I see you doing. And of course, men are men, and we're going to enjoy it. So if you want to show with big body jaw and a G-string a clap to your favorite Vibes Cartel song, then I'm scrolling through. I might stop and take a look. Nowadays, me don't look because you don't know if it's a man or a woman. That is a whole another story, though. So I just keep it moving. It might be a man, keep it moving. Matter of fact, me don't want to see that post there again. Keep it moving. Remember that scroll there? Kai. All right. Let's end that one and move on to our next topic. See? But let's not put it at the most disrespectful or the most disrespected being on the face of the earth is the black woman. It's not. You cannot separate the black woman's struggle from the black man's struggle. So when you make a comment like this, let's correct that comment by saying the most disrespectful beings on the face of the earth or the most disrespectful people or disrespected, not disrespectful, sorry. The most, see, me all start get emotional and I start talk foolishness. The most disrespected people on the face of the earth is black people. We know that. From all corners of the earth. But there's a thing that goes with that. The people who disrespects themselves the most on the face of the earth is the people who are complaining that they are the most disrespected people on the face of the earth. You see the connection? Let that sink in as I move on to our next topic. All right. So I won't stay on this one for too long. I think I said this before, but more people are asking me to say more. I was sent a petition. SoFlo TV, please have as many people on your platform sign this petition to get rid of the motorbikes, yang them out of Jamaica. Now, if you all know, most murders that are committed have been committed on a yang. I won't say most, I don't have the statistics, but a lot. The story is usually yang ride up, and I don't know, maybe because it's a quick getaway, they can go through terrains that cars can't go through to escape, that kind of stuff. So the most, the preferred vehicle for these contracted hitmen on the island is the yang. We have to admit that. And they make a fast getaway upon it all the time. And the story ends the same way all the time. Nobody saw anything. They didn't hear anything. All them noise, bike pull up, them hear vroom, vroom, vroom. Then them hear bam, 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 gunshot, people dead. Ying, the bike gone. That's it. That's how the story go. So I see where people will get emotional and start thinking, ban yang, get rid of them. I say no. Don't get rid of them. force your government to do the things that we've been saying for the last 5 years that they need to do. You see all them Zinkley and them street there will go over here so and there so that don't have no names. You can't just cut a road in America, you know. But in Jamaica, people cut road. Road that's used by many, but the road don't have no name. It's like you tell a man, say, yo, meet me around at the road where don't have no name. And then we'll go around our next road where we no name yet. How do you properly survey a place when half of the road them have no names? We laid out the plan. So instead of you now trying to tell, and this is what government does, man. Instead of them doing their job, they scare the people into fighting themselves. And while the people are busy fighting themselves, they get away with everything that they need to get away with. You understand? At the expense of the people. This is a distraction. It's a distraction. We don't need to ban Yang Yangs. Yang Yangs pay people bills. You ever been to Westmoreland? I don't know what other parish does it, but if you ever been through Westmoreland, like the bike is their livelihood. I saw people go work, come from work, go market, go business meeting, go school. And it's actually a beautiful sight to see in the early morning and in the afternoon. If you know, so the youth them out there, make them money. Yeah? Ban Yang Yangs because it's feeding poor people, you mean? Tell your government to start employing those security drones that we talked about. We're still talking about CCTVs with a central monitoring point, meaning there will be many cameras across the place, but all of them are monitored from one room. This alone would create jobs, respectable jobs, because I work up at a security center that monitors all the cameras in this part of the city. And make sure that that security center is open 24/7 as far as people coming into work on shifts. So for the next 8 hours, I'm going to be watching the cameras in this room. And as soon as I see something look suspicious, I can get in touch with police. Police station close all 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock in Jamaica. Enough places. You go there after certain hours, no police, no dead. The station lock up. So anything that happened in that neighborhood, it have to go stay till tomorrow. These are the things that need to be fixed, not ban Yang Yang. You understand? So when we ban Yang Yang and them start drive up in a car and bus shot, we are going to ban cars too. And then when them start ride up on a donkey and bust them gun, we are going to ban donkeys too. Eh? I mean, it is so easy for these people to manipulate the minds of the people. I don't know if my people them just drunk all day, not think straight. It is so easy to get us to like fight each other over stupid stuff that has nothing to do with the real issue. The real issue is the people who are elected to govern are not doing their jobs, and they have not put the safety of the island at the forefront of their argument. It is on the back burner somewhere. Truthfully speaking, in their own company, this is how them say, oh, them a kill off each other from long time. Those are the booger yagas. Make them stay there and kill out themselves. That's it. So don't bother act like they're taking your side. They're not. Ban Yang Yang, no. No. I want the youth them to continue to make them money, because guess what will happen when you ban Yang Yang and the youth them can't make no money? You see the bag of youth them down at Westmoreland. Remember, you know, Westmoreland is one of them places there that got turned up. Ban a way for them to provide for their family, a way for them to transport themselves back and forth. What do you expect is going to happen next? But they don't care, because they'll be what? They'll be preying on each other. They'll be preying on the innocent citizens of that area. Yo, dog, I'm hungry, you know, no food now running up. Remember, say Yang Yang ban. Can't make no money. All right. So Master Joe there, you know, so Master Joe sit down on a thing. Come we go run in now. I think banning Yang Yang would just encourage an increase in crime. You see it? Yeah, my day I sip some. Actually, I thought not elderberry. I wanted the elderberry. I had it on top of the fridge. But true, the elderberry belonged to my wife. I think it's. I don't know if it has anything to do with lactating, and I don't want to be lactating, so I have to go read up on it. But I'm drinking some mint, a mint medley this morning. All right. Now, on the ban Yang Yang thing, if you see the petition going around, people, it's up to you if you want to sign it or not. But I just gave you both sides of the coin so you can be educated on your decision to either let it fly by, no, we're not sign it, or yeah, sign it and ban Yang Yang. All right. Now, moving right along. I saw this child, this picture of this child. Multiple topics this morning. Welcome to SoFlo TV Morning Thoughts, everybody. Thank you for being here. We are here every morning, Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Unless the internet starts up, then we are here from whenever to whenever. It's always a 1-hour show, though. All right. All right. So we're moving on from banning Yang Yang to the little youth. A baby. This baby looks about Kai age, or probably a year older than Kai, or 2. Kai's 2. So may I talk about my little son that most of you know. What part of it is okay? What part of it is okay registered in somebody's mind, an adult's mind? Because you can hear the adult behind the scene instructing the youth. Yeah, man, and give the youth the spliff and I tell him, yeah, hold it now, smoke it now, smoke it now. And the little baby I smoke ganja. I know grown adults that cannot handle ganja, and you have this baby I smoke ganja. Ganja enough for everybody. And then on top of that, hands him a rum, a bottle of rum, and have the little youth a drink rum. Drink rum and smoke ganja. Now, even if it was water in the rum bottle and it was tobacco in a spliff will look like a ganja, it's still wrong. On all levels, it's wrong. And if I saw it in the US, I would have talked about it because we've seen it before here. I'm going to talk about it. But the police here act different, especially when it comes to the children. The sad part about this story is, though, okay, so they found out this. So if they find out this child is being abused and this child is turned over to state care, have you heard some of the stories from the children who are raised in state care? Do you know that a lot of the children who are on the streets ran away from these state-funded facilities because of the things that happened to them in there? So the poor child now is stuck between a rock and a hard place. No child wants to leave home. No child wants to leave home. No child wants to go live among strangers. Parents, unless there's like severe abuse in the house. It was so disturbing to watch that. But what's even more disturbing to me is how long it's taking them to actually track down who did it. They have the video. Shout out to the JCF, Jamaica Constabulary Force. You guys do a wonderful job majority of the time, and I'll give you your accolades. But I like to have my opinion sometimes, right? So I'm not a police fight down thing. We need police. We just need good police that does good policing. You see? It's taking them too long to find the adult. That had nothing to do with this. It's your child. If you located the parent or parents of that child, then you should have located already the person that was behind that video, holding the camera, instructing the child to smoke ganja and drink rum at about 2, 3, or 4 years old. And it also opened my eye to something else, because when people, these molesters, these pedophiles, this is right up their alley of what they do. Encourage the children from younger. ply them with alcohol and ganja makes them more vulnerable to them being able to do what they want to do to the little youth them. And that's all I could think of when I saw the youth. Yeah, I'm birthday, drink up some rum, drink up some rum. All right, smoke the weed now. Smoke it up, smoke it up. And all I could think about is what's going to happen to that youth later after I drink up the rum, smoke up the weed, and pass out. Like I said, if they found the parents for this child, they should already have found the person who was behind that camera, because the child don't have a life of its own. It not go where it wants to go. I shouldn't say it, but I say it because I didn't even know if it's a boy or a girl. You know, nowadays, boy picnic have enough hair just like girl picnic. When I was growing up, that couldn't happen. My grandfather made sure we had a haircut every Sunday. And the haircut was a little bit lower than this. On the side, also, right? So it wasn't hard to tell who was the boys and who was the girl. I don't know what the little child's gender is. But the parents has to give an accountability for a child that age every day, all day. So at this time, 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday, or on Monday, what were the activities of this child? Where was your child? Who was your child with? And that should lead them right to the person who did the video. But I see these things happen all the time, and then it takes forever, and they drag it out until we forget about it and move on to the next thing, the next hype thing that's going on. Oh, you see the little youth in that smoke weed and that drink ganja. And people have the nerve. You have grown-ass Jamaican people on the comment section have the nerve. We are talking about watch it, bro, God. Watch it, man. Ready for your road. It's a baby. It's a boy, babe. It's a baby. A baby that is being abused. And probably even being molested. You never know. Because what in your right mind could make you think that a 4-year-old can smoke a big spliff and drink rum? And then you film it and post it for the world to see. Everyone there needs investigating. Robbie, wagwan, big bro. Manners and respect. Thank you for being here. Everyone there needs to be investigated. The parents need to be able to give an account for the whereabouts of this child. And it will lead them right to the child. I was shocked to see that kid smoking, says Cynthia Edwards. Okay, so now I'm getting some feedback. I know that I'm not the only one who has seen the video. It's probably in my WhatsApp chat room by now, because people usually post all the grotesque or all the crazy stuff that comes out, which is what the chat room, by the way, was designed for. It was designed for the things that we cannot show on YouTube. So we show it in the chat room so the people understand what our argument was about on YouTube, right? So some of the things over there are pretty grotesque, like the policeman that killed his wife. It was a horrible scene. We have the pictures. It's not something we want to flash out there, and I certainly can't show it on YouTube. Anyhow, I just hope they find the people involved with this for this little youth, because I see way more than what we saw. What you saw on video is what you saw on video. My mind tends to wander, so I'm seeing what's happening behind the scenes. This I don't know, first time thing. The little youth look like him didn't even cough. This is not no first time thing. They've done this before. This little youth been high before. They got the child high before. They got the child drunk before. This little child needs to be rescued. But it was a good look, a clear view of how we destroy our children at an early age and then expect better from them as they grow older. So moving right along. The next topic we're going to get into now is the missing child. Again, my truth might be offensive sometimes. So, illiteracy is bliss, Judith Chung says. Yes. The chat room info, Darren B. You can find me on WhatsApp. My name on WhatsApp is SoFlo TV at YouTube with the at sign, the A with a curl. SoFlo TV at YouTube is the name on WhatsApp. So you can find it there on that. I'm going to read through some of these comments and then we're going to go on to the last topic for the morning, which is going to be about this missing child and what the parents said and then what I have to say. All right. So Judith Chung says illiteracy is bliss. Yes, it is. You know when you just don't know no better and you are really strong in your wrong. It happens all the time. You see people wrong and strong all the time. And they are blissful about it. Happy in their state of ignorance. So I can really relate illiteracy is bliss. Western Goddess says, please, Mrs. Soulflow, remove that troll. Okay. That's to show you how much I don't even pay attention. My wife is in here. She's probably monitoring the section, but that's to show you how much I don't even pay attention. I just let stupid people be stupid people. If you start to pay them too much attention, then I saw somebody write something somewhere and said, never argue with a fool in public because the onlookers who are watching you both argue, they won't be able to tell who's the fool. So it's the same thing here. I don't give them that energy. All right. Georgia Thompson says, none of them should be around children. I hope that they catch these people. They're child abusers. Yes, they are. And I really definitely hope that they catch them sometime soon as well. Now, all right, babe, thank you. So Brain says the chat room is full, which it has been full for a certain time now. And it's very hard for people to get in if it's full. Unless somebody leaves and you check it on a day when somebody just left, you get in. We've reached the maximum capacity that WhatsApp will allow. Nobody can't else fit in unless they remove people. Exactly. So I would have to go remove some people that have always been there, which I am not too keen on doing. Unless they break the rules of the chat room, then I remove them. But when we did start up the WhatsApp chat room and a few people tuned in, I have to give respect to those foundation people. So I can't just throw them out for newcomers who just want to see what's going on, right? Smoking is smoking as long as it has smoke. So that's abuse and those people need to be definitely. All right. Somebody says, I need to set up my own website so I can post these things. From setting up my own website, that takes energy, a proper website. And me posting these things on my website will not benefit in any way. You know? But you're right. If I have a WhatsApp channel, then maybe a website where I can, the limit of how many people can see what I'm talking about, we don't have a limit. So you're probably right there. I'm trying to see the good in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see the good in it. Anyhow, we're moving on. We are 50 minutes in, 50 minutes into a 60-minute, 1 hour morning thoughts show. And this is the one that I'm going to talk about now. Missing child. So the child is missing. I didn't even put the child face up or anything because the argument surrounding it is broader. And I'm just tired of these children going missing or grown people going missing, and they get us all stirred up. And we go looking, searching, yo, so-and-so come from down there, you see him, when last you see him. We're doing the investigative work, trying to help them. And then when they find who is missing, they don't even tell us what were they doing. Them they gone a man yard, them gone a woman yard. He's married, but he wanted to get away from his wife for a few days. I don't like, tell us something. Them not tell us nothing. So anyhow, the mother says, oh God, what have I ever done to deserve this? Well, oh God, What have I ever done to deserve this? Every time I do videos about disciplining children, I get the typical Caribbean mentality. And notice me not say Jamaican, you know. This encompasses the entire Caribbean. Every time I do these videos, I get that typical, oh, picnic forget lick. We're not in slavery times. You can break the cycle. You can give it up. You don't like anybody beating you as an adult for the things that you don't like to do. Stop beat up the picnic them. Oh God, what have I ever done to deserve this? Well, not speaking to her particularly, but I've seen this many times over where the children go missing and the parents come out and the parents act like, but everything is so perfect at home. I can't understand why Shauna K always a runway. We don't know why me use Shauna K because as far as I've heard, every Shauna K is a, all right, let me talk about this. Stick to the topic, Soulflow, stick to the topic. Oh God, what have I ever done to deserve this? And the child goes missing and the parent appears or parents appear and they paint the picture of everything is perfect at home. I don't know why this child keep running away. The child missing, the child gone for how many days now? I don't know what going on. We know what's going on. And I know this in my culture too well. You see, in our culture, we have a thing where if it happens in the house, it must stay in the house. Not only that, no make nobody out on road knows that things bad inside of your house. So if you're hungry like dog inside of the house, you go outside and hold your head high and don't watch people things and don't eat from nobody. But hungry I kill you, you know. And you're a picnic, you're a kid, you're a child. Don't eat from nobody and these kind of things. So we hide everything. We love paint the perfect picture. Enough have parents and grandparents who cuss what's it not Monday to Saturday or Monday to Friday. And come Saturday, they are the holiest Seventh-day Adventists you've ever seen. Hallelujah, glory to God, kind of thing. And the shake when time the spirit reach them and stomp feet and roll around and all kind of thing like that. And then come the next day is back to your BBC, RC, Pulse PC, your fling something and mash up your beep, beep. So for them conversations go, right? We know those. We know a lot of those. That's why the youth them not even a pre-church again. Because church one time is not church again. You see me? So you come out and you pretend that everything is good at home. What have you ever done? Well, you have abused the child. Whether it's verbal abuse or physical abuse. And a lot of Caribbean people don't believe in physical. They think there is no such thing as verbal abuse. Like if me never grab the pot spoon out of the hot pot of rice and peas and slap you with it, you were not abused. You know what I'm saying? If me never draw the rope off a donkey, yo, people, a true story, me I tell you, when a lot of these things I say as joke are things that I've either been through or things that I've seen personally. I'm not going to talk about where or when, but me I gonna just say this. Me say y'all get liquid pot spoon already. I'm talking about the long pot spoon that them use. You know one time people are boil soup or roadside and the pot them long so. You know the spoon them that can reach the bottom of the long pot there. The iron spoon. Me see picnic get liquid that already. The spoon straight out of the pot. And the spoon bend to the shape of the youth head. You understand? And these are the same parents that will come and talk about, oh, Jesus, God, what have I ever done to deserve this? Your youth gone because they're not taking them thing no more. Man says spoon. Man says spoonhead. We laugh about it now, but when it was happening, it wasn't a laughing matter. It's serious. You understand? Mr. Youth get beat already. Stripped naked. Tie up. Beat. and then tied to a tree that had a big ant's nest at the foot of the tree. And the ants then bite him up till the man balls them swell up like two breadfruit size big so. A youth, you know. And the little youth out there, him two hand them tie up so ants are bite him all over and he can't reach the ants them. This is what we do to our own kids and talk about this is discipline. Discipline? That reminds me of the buck breaking farms and what they did to us. That extreme level. That's not discipline. So for all you parents out there, grandparents that are watching, auntie and uncles, because the whole family do it. And in a lot of our families, everybody can beat you as long as you're a certain age or you're a certain age bracket. So uncle come, abuse your auntie come, abuse your mother, abuse you when she ready. Father do the same thing. There's only so much the youth them can take. The world around them is already hostile. We say it every day. This is not like 10, 15, even 20 years ago. Things have changed drastically. We're grown people trying to figure out our way in this. So you can imagine the pressures on a youth. And the younger the youth gets, you can imagine it being even more pressure. A lot of parents don't understand that children feel the same stresses that you feel. And if they share the same household with you, they feed off your vibrations. So you don't even have to touch them. Them know when something not right. So when you start to abuse these kids like that, right? And you're willing to go that distance to punish your child. And when you hear from the shout, what the child do? Him broke my Zaki window down there, so cause him and the boy them did a play ball. And him kick a ball and the ball broke my Zaki window. I mean, I have no money to pay for my Zaki window. So you beat him, strip him naked, beat him, tie him up in an ant's nest. How does one equate to the other? I can't even understand how like a parent could actually watch their own child go through so much pain and just feel okay with it. I panic every time my kids cry. You know what I said? I feel certain kind of way every time my kids even make a sound that sounds like they're in distress. So I don't understand that mind frame. But like we've said many times before, hurt people. Those who are abused will eventually end up abusing. Let's plug in real quick before we lose it. All right. Was about to lose the battery. All right. Hurt people. And those who have been abused usually end up abusing also. Unless they got help. Unless them come to a place in life where they can face what it is they have been through, work through it, and try to get past it with a conscious mindset that all these things that were done to me or all these things that I've witnessed growing up because it was done to my cousins or people in my circle, people I grow up with in my community, I'm never going to do those things to my children. And you don't have to beat the picnic if you abuse the picnic people. You don't have to beat them to abuse them. Your words as an adult to a child that looks up to you is probably the most powerful thing in that child's world. Think about that. Your words. You have some people that are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s right now in a life mess up bad, and been doing bad years now. And when you sit to talk to them, get an interview, you will hear them say, well, my dad used to always tell me I ain't shit. I'm not gonna be shit. Or my mom used to tell me I'm just like my dad. Your papa gone left you. And me one. Your words as an adult. Notice I'm not saying a parent, you know, because sometimes it's an auntie or an uncle that saves the day. Sometimes it's another family member besides the parents that saves the day. So your words as an adult to a child that looks up to you is probably the most powerful thing in that child's world. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Every time I do them show you the comment section, me don't care what you want to say. Pick me forget lick. Them forget lick. Me mash them, me beat up them. Them can't disrespect me and them this and that. We're at the top of the hour, right? Let's wrap the show up like this. Remember this. The younger the child is the more discombobulated the child is in this world. Imagine how long you've been here and you still haven't figured out half of the stuff that's around you yet. And this poor child just reached. And this child I try to figure out everything that you have not figured out yet. Plus more. Plus all the things where you already figured out. The whole world around the child seems way larger than it does for you. Problems seem way bigger to a child than it does for you. As an adult, you can see your way out. Children can't see their way out. For those of you who were abused or did experience some bad situations growing up, do you remember being a child going through that? Don't you remember that it felt like it was never going to end? Do you remember being 7, 8, 9 years old, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, them age there? Didn't it feel like you would be that age group for the rest of eternity? I can't wait to grow up so I can do this and I can do that. One of my things was I couldn't wait to grow up so I can eat out of the pot while I'm cooking or while the food is being cooked. Because I was raised where when cooking or going in the kitchen, you wait till food done cook. And when your food shared, that's when you eat. And I always wanted to eat out of the pot. But you see, the adult that's cooking, they get to eat out of, but them are test it. Them test a whole chicken leg to see if the chicken cook. And you that are hungry as a kid, right? Them kind of something there. So I wanted to eat out the pot. You see me? Anyhow, you are the world to these children, man. What, big man? Long time them not see you. Come here. Tata, come. Kai, wake up. It's the end of the video. I'm sure I'm going to have to do some editing somewhere. Come, Papa, come. Come now. Look. Baby. That's my baby. Yeah. So daddy now lick me with no pot spoon. Yeah, get cross, miserable and angry like Bounty Killer when anything happen to my youth. Them, even if them cry a little bit.
What's that?
Sometimes it's not even probably worth me getting angry or getting how I get. But that's to show you the levels where I can't see how parents do certain things. And then when the youth them now decide to say, you know what, I'd rather be with the gangs. They will protect me. Although they might have me at the wrongs, but me I make money. They'll protect me and all these things. I would rather sleep out a road than sleep in your house. And the picnic cut. Pack up a scandal bag with 2 shirts, 2 pants, and 2 underwear and cut left you. And then you on media talking about, oh God, what have I ever done to deserve this? Anyhow, people, here we are at the end of the show. You want to come in front of the camera, babe?
Definitely not.
Oh, yeah.
Here, Papa.
Yo, people, my wife rounding up. I don't know if you are one of them where you just like I feel I look on her all the time and things, especially that part. Morning, babe. Anyhow, people, we're going to end it right here. All right? Take what you take from this morning live. It went on and on and on. We tried 3 times to get a live up, and it just did not work out. And eventually it did, and we did something productive. All right? I'll catch you on the next one. Ellie London in the house. I'll catch you on the next one. If I didn't shout out your name, it's not because I didn't see you. It's because there are so many names to shout out. Manners and respect to everybody. Big up on yourself. Stay on top of your business. And remember, right, God is always in control. Oh, let me end it by saying this. So yesterday somebody said, Soflo, no God, no devil. Everything is in you. And you control everything. You make things happen and that's it. The buck starts and stops with you. And my reply to that person was this. You believe in what you want to believe in, right? And I respect it. I'm good, man. And I respect it. But let your beliefs be for you. Let your relationship with whoever it is where you draw your strength from be for you. But we have a thing where say believe, kill, and believe, cure. So I'm not here to tell anybody what to believe. Okay? If you believe in the horse out the door or the donkey outside and you draw strength from that, and that strength strengthens you enough to be a successful individual in life, to be someone that's caring and loving and understanding and responsible and dependable, them kind of qualities there, then by all means, it's the horse and the donkey for you. You understand? I don't want nobody come tell me about my God though and my relationship with my God or who I choose to call God, or when I cry out to the Almighty Creator. You know what? That is not up for no discussion with nobody. I know where I draw my strength from. I know the things I've been through in life. I know what brought me through those things. So until you experience it, you can't talk that talk there. So again, believe in whatever you want to believe in. SoFlo TV is not a judger as far as where those kind of things are concerned. I think that's something personal. I think that is for you and your whatever it is for you. For me, it is me and my personal relationship with the Almighty Creator. This doesn't even involve my wife. This doesn't even involve my children. This is me and my personal walk, my personal relationship with the Almighty Creator. And one time people say Almighty Creator, I want to stop automatically think white Jesus. And stop automatically, oh, the person said, there's no God in the sky that's going to come down and save. When people say the Almighty or the Most High, it doesn't mean that they think that there's some big man sitting on a big chair in the sky and one day the sky will split open. We don't all believe that, okay? But to those who, even those who believe that, if it's that them believe, and it gives them longevity in life, success in life, and keeps them a grounded, loving, caring, dependable person like my grandparents, I can go on and on all day about the white Jesus picture in my grandmother's living room that is still there up till today. You understand? Thank you, baby. Oh, you want the phone? Daddy. But they're in their 90s and they've lived a healthy life all the way up to this point. So who am I to come tell them where to draw strength from? You understand? I feel them business. I know it's not for me, but I won't exalt myself to a place where I feel like I am the only one that's right on this. We just came here, man. We're trying to figure this whole thing out. Can't go on like you have all the answers all the time. Sometimes some things are just for you. All right? Bless upon yourself, people. Just be good. If anything, at least just be good. Be good to yourself. Be good to the people around you. Surround yourself with people that feed your vibration and uplift you in a positive way. And that's all. For the father, them out there take care of you, picnic them. And for the mothers, be that mother. Be motherly. Be loving. Be caring. Be kind to your youths them. Don't drag them up and rough them up and then they come out and kill people because They've never known a mother's love and all them kind of something there. All right? Leave it right there, son. I'm out. Peace. Come say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Tell these people bye-bye. They can't see you. Up here. Say bye-bye.
Car.
No car. Just say bye-bye.
Car.
You not saying bye? I'm out.
Quarter. It's quarter.
It's your quarter? No, that's a nickel. Peace.
What's that? A juice.
What's that?